Hey guys, so today I'm doing something a little bit different. Today I'm actually doing a top 10 list. Haven't done these in a while. I only think I've done one so far on my channel, at least when I started doing my voice instead of actually, showing pictures. Um, Today I am doing a list of top 10 movies that got the wrong rating. The rules is that the film has to have a rating that isn't deserving. Like, let's use an example. Like, movies like the original True Grit is rated G, but movies like A Ghost Story is rated R. So today I'm listing of the top films that didn't deserve the rating, and I will even say why the film got that rating. Okay, let's get started. Number 10, The Lion King. Um, I know this film came out in a different time, but I think The Lion King is maybe just a bit too violent for a G. I know there are other Disney movies like Hunchback of Notre Dame, but I haven't seen that one yet. So, um, like, stuff that are too violent in this movie is like, I don't know, Scar being eaten alive by the hyenas and Mufasa being run over by a stampede. And I know those things are off screen and stuff, but I just think this film might just be a bit too much for a G. Maybe a light PG, but it's just a little too iffy for a G. Number 9, Foxcatcher. The reason is that this film has nothing in it besides some drug use, which isn't that bad. And you could argue that that's the reason why the movie's rated R. And there's only one scene of violence in the whole film. And it really isn't even that bad. It is shocking, but it isn't that bad. And it's not gory or anything. There is no sexual content whatsoever. Besides one scene, there is no graphic violence, or swearing. So I don't even get why this movie is even rated R, even though there really isn't anything for it to be rated R, besides maybe the drug use, which is like only one or two scenes. It's not that bad. Number 8, Grand Piano. There isn't anything in this film besides 3 uses of the F word, but movies like Dunkirk, which has 4, is rated PG-13. And this film has no sexual content, though the violence is very tame and has no blood and mostly off screen, and there's no drug use of any kind. So why is this film rated R? And the F-bombs are not used in sexual relations, which they're not allowed to use in a PG-13 movie. So yeah, why is this movie rated R? I don't know. Number 7, The King's Speech. This is a common one to be on these sorts of lists because this film isn't R-rated worthy besides one scene where the main character says the F word like a couple times, and there is nothing else. No sex, no violence, no other swearing. And I know that he says it like 10 times, but they could have made an exception. And yes, I know there was a PG-13 cut that was released, but do you really think that could have been the first one that was released? I mean, I know that he only says it once, but still, this version should have been PG-13 at least, because like a heavy PG-13. Number 6, Taken. I am actually surprised this isn't R, because the film has pretty strong violence and sex slavery is a major theme throughout. So I don't see why this got a PG-13. Is it because there isn't that much blood or swearing? I mean, if you take a movie like Spotlight and take out the F words, it would still get an R because of the subject matter. So why doesn't Taken get an R? Maybe because, I don't know, there's no blood, no F words, and the sex slavery stuff is mostly off screen and only implied. But still, it should not be PG-13. Number 5, True Grit, the original and the 2010 remake. I am pretty sure you guys know I love these movies, but I do not agree on the ratings. The original should be PG-13 because it has some strong violence and swear words that are too much for a G and a PG, but not enough for an R, so PG-13 is just right. But the remake makes the first one look G-worthy by comparison due to the fact that the violence is more graphic, especially the finger-cutting scene. Oh boy. And, a guy gets shot in the face and you graphically see the bullet wound. It's very, very graphic for a PG-13 movie. I cannot believe that made it into the final cut of a PG-13 movie and not get backlash from the MPAA. Number 4, Patterson. Literally the same reason for Grand Piano, with there being no sex, no violence, or drug use, but just 3 uses of the F word, nothing else. I don't get it. I don't get it. This is very absurd why movies like this get an R for literally no reason. Number 3, Secret Window. Mainly because of the fact that the film contains one use of the F word and it is used in sexual context, which, if you don't know about the MPAA, the Motion Picture Association of America, clearly state that you can't use the F word in a PG-13 movie when it's in a sexual context. And not only that, but the film also has bloody violence as well. Like, surprisingly pretty bloody violence for a PG-13 movie. Yeah, should not be PG-13, should probably be like light R, but still, it's pretty violent. Number 2, The Jerk. Really, not even worth an R because there's no sex or nudity, no violence, no language. Yeah, it was probably raunchy for its time, but I've seen much more raunchy comedies that are PG-13, like, I don't know, Central Intelligence. And those are way worse than The Jerk. Oh, yeah, and the Naked Gun movies. Those are like leagues worse than this movie. Why is this one rated R, but those are PG-13? I would never know. Number 1, A Ghost Story. Literally nothing wrong with this film to get an R, besides one sexual use of the F word. And I wouldn't be upset about that if Secret Window didn't do that, and still got a PG-13 rating. I don't get it, but there is no sex or nudity, very little violence. It's mostly just images of violence that has happened, but you don't see it. There's no gore, there's no swearing, other than that one F-bomb. I don't get it. Even though this is a fantastic movie, it does not deserve an R rating. And that's the list. What are some movies that got the wrong rating that I missed? Let me know in the comments. And I hope you have a great day and a safe rest of the year. Seriously, please be safe out there. The world's literally, or at least over here of what I'm hearing, is literally going nuts. So just stay safe out there, stay healthy, and I will see you guys later.